Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're finally getting into your Season 51 sneak peek. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You want to stay up to date on everything that is going to happen, throughout the season. And I do appreciate, guys, if you are going to grab instant training for this one, if you do throw in that code CHICKEN into the shop. So, Season 51, the Big 50, is over. It's not called the Big 50. It's called Oceanic Battleground. And it's an interesting one. So, okay, so where do we start here? So, first off, right out of the gates, it's a 3-week season. Normal chests. The chests here are 6 out of 6 because I'm on the dev build, and the dev build, the timing is weird, and I'm midway through the season. So we're going to be starting 4 to 6 chests, just like always. So, Oceanic Battleground. And here's 2 engines. So, yeah. Let's just dive into it, I think, and see what we got. So I'll throw the decks up on the screen maybe right now and talk about those a little bit. So the decks this season are nothing really to write home about, I guess. Some of them are better than others. I like the one at 4 engines, and I'm just looking at them now. We've got some gaps. It doesn't look like anything crazy. The 5-year deck's an interesting symbol, but I don't make them, so whatever. But yeah. So between that, we've got, I'll throw up the season stats now. I got a nice little image with the chicken there. But the season stats are 100 building health and building damage, and then 150 troop health and troop damage, 100 GV. Sounds pretty balanced, right? It sounds pretty balanced. But I think there's a major problem with this season, and let's just kind of we'll do like a full kind of quick overview of the tech tree, and then we'll go back and kind of break down paths and stuff. So you can see here, the first thing that I see is we got rifles, okay. We got warriors. Don't have heavies for a very long time, till 4-yard, and it's a detour path. So the biggest problem I think, I don't know, I'm just guessing, that I have with this season is the troops are in weird spots, and it looks like it's going to be really hard to clear. Because, I mean, what is doing damage for us here? Tanks, maybe? All heavies? I mean, warriors will probably be good for a little bit. Anyways, we'll break that down as we go forward, but I forgot to show you guys the multi-nodes. So before heavies, we've got, the multi-nodes aren't that exciting. We've got just kind of random defenses and that kind of thing. And then we've got level 1 prototype defenses over here, which is good. I'm honestly happy to see level 1 protos after last season where it was really, really defensive. And you'll see the interesting thing they did this season is typically they pair up all the nodes. So as soon as you get building health, you get building damage. As soon as you get troop health, you get troop damage as well. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be cool the way that they line it up like that, because we're going to shift from defensive meta to offensive meta fairly quickly. So we move forward here, and as we go into 5, that's when a lot of you guys will probably get excited. For me, I'm not excited because I like to play bombers, but we got rocket choppers, we got bullet, and we got seekers all at 5-yard. Now we do have shock launchers beforehand. And we don't have shock mines, so seekers will probably be pretty hot for a minute, as they usually are. Then we've got bullet over here, matching right with the seekers and the rocket choppers. Then we've got spark over on the top with the critter launchers. And yeah, everything between 5 and 6 is, it's mostly offensive. And then there's a lot of these multi-nodes this season that just really aren't that exciting. So yeah, we got our first shock bomb after 5. So I mean, I'm the only thing I'm worried about this season is it's going to be super fizzly going into 4, like it always is. I don't know why the team doesn't learn from this, but whatever. Maybe it'll work. Maybe I'll be wrong. But yeah, as we move forward here, we've got critter launchers are going to be back this season, guys. So strap in, get ready for that. And we've got you got your choice of Everspark or Bullet. Now, I don't really like where they put Everspark here because it forces you to unlock her, and it's going to be a pretty big advantage. It might make sense, honestly, to go Rocket Choppers and Bullet. It's a much shorter path to get to 6, and then you can backfill and go this way. You can get your shock bombs. You can get this stuff. That's all good stuff. Everspark's very, very costly for really not any benefit. They've got mechs as a nice key vacuum right here. And I mean, key vacuums, we complain about them, but sometimes they make sense, right? Like sometimes it'll slow down that progress a little bit because it just kind of combines the keys needed for this engine room with also the mechs over here. So we've got laser rangers up in this area, and you'll notice going from 6 to 7, what don't we see? We just don't have heavy choppers. We still don't have bombardiers. So, and then like I said, we've got building damage. So then, of course, we've got building health as well. Over here, this is probably our most interesting multi-node of the season, I think. We've got rockets, critter launchers, or shock launchers. So depending on what you're getting hit with, one of those might be a pretty good pickup. So, and then we got a mine multi-node. And then after we get to 7, so here's where things really start to open up. So we get heavy choppers, bombardiers, troop damage, troop health. The very end of the season, the last few days of the season, that's where we're going to have all the troop stats. So you remember when I brought up the season stats? I'll say them again. But 100 building health, 100 building damage, 150 troop health, 150 troop damage. Troop health, troop damage. Yeah. So, but those are only coming in at literally the last few days of the season. So for most of the season, it's going to be 100 building health and 100 troop health. Now, the one good thing is, and here's the last multi-node. If we go back here, I think the one good thing about the season is they did put in the troop health in a good spot, so I think that's going to help with the fizzling. So, I mean, we can start to look at, pathing and stuff. What I think is going to be the right way to go is it looks like getting everything. If you can skip sniper towers somehow and maybe skip mortars for the beginning. I think defense is going to be very strong right out of the gates because what are we using? We're only using riflemen. That's the only troop available to us is riflemen and then warriors. So that means mines are going to be huge value. Where are the mines? Okay, so mines are going to be huge value. Boom mines are going to be huge value. Critters are going to be really valuable. I think, honestly, skip rifle and get to warriors right away. Probably going to be the better bet. I mean, we have them unlocked anyways, so I don't know. But I think if you get warriors, max them out, and then go for defenses, maybe that might be a viable strategy. We've also got Kavan super early this season, but without heavies, if we get heavies, then we've got Brick down this path as well, so that might be another way to go. You do have to kind of pay the tax with this defensive node. So, I mean, if you're going defensive, maybe that's going to be the way to go, is take the top path and go to heavies. If you want to stay on the bottom path, there's going to be a ton of buildings, I think, this season. There's just going to be a ton of defenses out there. Like, I feel like they really underestimate the strength of all of these multi-nodes that we're going to be forced to unlock because we're picking up, 2 extra machine guns here, 2 extra cannons there, and that's just, right at the beginning of the season. So those are going to add up over time for sure. But there it is, guys. There it is. So just kind of a rough look at what we've got going on for this season. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Are you excited? Are you not excited? I think it's tough to say what exactly it's going to turn out to be. I think it's going to be more of kind of the same. Similar seasons, a little bit more balanced than last season, I feel like. But I think we're still going to be in that 4-yard fizzle fest. So just, grit your teeth, get through that point, and then we'll probably be all right. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.